Hello and welcome. My name is Vicki Haspels and I'm the Travelling Tarot Teacher, and as you can see I have travel hair. I just literally made it to the broadcast, so welcome. And normally I would have this broadcast as a pre-recorded magazine show, but it just ran out of time and I thought, oh, I'm not going to make it. Went on the road all day, and so here we are in lovely Newman, remote Western Australia. And so I thought I'll just jump on. I'm going to talk about the things that I would normally talk about if I had my little magazine show on. And I'm going to invite you to participate. I'll do some readings, but I want you to participate with me in the readings because I want to make this as part of the learning process. Because essentially, my direction now is about helping people help themselves using the tarot for self-development, intuitive meditation circle, tarot practitioner, which starts on Monday, by the way. If you still want, you can still join in. And if you can't, if you want to become a tarot practitioner, please, and you can't like afford it right now, if you want to pay it off, please contact me. You're more than welcome to join us. That's not a problem at all. Got a couple of people joined in already. It's going to be a lot of fun. If you want to do it next time, please come and see me. But the first lesson starts on Monday the 3rd. 7:30 Australian Eastern Standard Time. Now, got some people on board. Thank you very much. I'm going to do a few quick readings before we start. I won't do any jump the queue because I'm finding lately that that's a little bit wonky with sound and everything. So I'll just do it from the thing, and then I'm going to pop on my weekly forecast. Let that play. That runs for about 10-15 minutes, but I'll still answer you guys in the comments. So please talk to me and I'll just answer you by commenting. But I want to run the tarot forecast because that's nice. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel and get notified that it's released every Monday. So let's start with, let's see, Jeanette says she would love a card. Jeanette says, how are you? I'm well, thank you. Alrighty, let's have a look. Oh, you're from the UK. Welcome. I've got a couple of clients in the UK, some in Europe, some over all over the place, actually. So this is for you, Jeanette. It's nice connecting with our people over there. So I've got the judgment card for you. So I'm just going to tune into what that means. So fix up my screen there. Tune in for that for you. Okay, so I just went drifting off then. So for you, Jeanette, the judgment card is a it's like there's a real sort of tightness, especially around my chest right now. So there's really a lot of decisions being made to move forward, and like you're making some tough decisions, but they're exciting decisions as well. So it's a really good feeling that this next phase that you're heading into. It's one of those things like, oh, you know, that I always call the judgment card the Marie Kondo as a tarot, because it's like you have to hold it. Do I love it? No. Then you let it go. But you're letting it go without any attachment anymore. That basically just letting it be. I will do one more card. Please keep talking in the comments. I'll answer you by messaging, but I'm going to play my little weekly tarot forecast video because I have literally travelled 600 kilometres and I've just stopped 10 minutes ago to come and talk to you guys. So I need to have a bit of a breather, but I'll still do some readings and everything. But I want you guys to get your intuition caps on. If you want to get your tarot cards out, get your tarot cards out, because we're going to do some question and answer stuff. I'm going to ask you to pull some cards. I want you to comment in the comments with the cards that you're pulling, and I'll do some readings from the cards that you pull. So we'll do a little bit of that later on. You can do this. You can start doing that now if you want to. We're going to do tarot for self-development. I'm going to show you how you can use your cards to help you in your everyday, and to help you tune into the world of spirit. Okay, one more. I'll do one more. So Jeanette says, decision's not sure at the moment. There's certainly a tightness around the chest. So Jeanette, if it's not for you, it might be for somebody else that's around you. You might, sometimes people who are psychic put all their friends and family first. There might be someone around you that has those. 600 kilometres is a long time. Maria says, I'd love a card. Yes, I'll do one for you, Maria. All right. So, Maria, we've got this card here, King of Wands. So I don't think my reading, because my brain's a bit tired, I think my reading is going to be going to be very general today, rather than too tuned in, because I'm going to be very la, la, la. But this is for you. So I want to tell you about the King of Wands, Maria. So the King of Wands, again, I'm getting somebody who is talking to you and is perhaps like not telling you stories, not telling you lies, but they're telling you what you think you need to hear. So it's not that you have to be mindful of it. It's just that if your intuition is telling you that somebody is not quite, maybe they're making promises that they can't keep right now, or that then you're not really sure about what they're saying. Again, the King of Wands is not a liar, just knows how to talk it up and knows how to sell. Good salesman. Alrighty. So I'm going to talk to you guys. Remember, I'm going to talk to you on the Diane says, where am I? I am at a place called Newman in remote Western Australia. I'll chuck up a photo in a minute. It's like in the middle of nowhere, desert. I'm in the desert. I'm in the northern part of Western Australia, so remote. Now, I'm going to share a video, and then I'm going to talk to you on the, let's see, where are we? Turn it up. Okay. Hi, and welcome to this week's weekly forecast. My name's Vicki Haspels, and I'm the travelling tarot teacher. And this week I'm coming to you from Border Village. It's on the border of South Australia and Western Australia. So the Western Australia border is just like 100 metres away. We have to go through like a bit of a quarantine station to make sure we're not carrying any vegetables and fruits and stuff, because you can't bring them across the border for other agricultural purposes. So we spent the night here. It's a bit chilly, you can see, and I've got my lovely flannelette shirt on, but also too, we time travelled, so it's been a bit of you get a bit of jet lag, because in South Australia it's an hour and a half later than it is here in Western Australia, so it's been a very weird experience. If you're not signed up to my newsletter, I'll have a lot of information about my travels there as well. Sorry, I'm just having a bit of a floaty experience, so that's very nice. Let's get started. Week commencing April 26, 2021. We're going to do a weekly forecast. As usual, I'm using the Mythic Tarot deck, and I'm going to choose 6 cards. We're going to look at the energy of the week and gain some insight and guidance around what's going to happen. So as usual, I'm choosing 6 cards for us. 1, 2, 3. Hope you've all had a nice week. I have to say, last week's cards definitely reflected my week. It was a lot of having to stop and think about, bring myself back into the moment, because little things were going wrong everywhere. But that was a lot of fun. It's good. It makes me stop and put me back in the moment, rather than having my mind racing. Let me just check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's begin. Card number 1 is our conscious self, or our conscious state. And we have this card here, the card of contentment. So this week, the theme and the overlying energy will be one of seeking contentment and gaining contentment. So if you're not in that contented space, your soul and your energy will be constantly correcting that and directing you towards contented states. If you're constantly finding yourself in anxiety or anxiety states, you'll be like, it's almost like you'll be directed, do this, sit down, slow down, lie down, all those things to put you into that nice space. So, if you feel that happening, just go with it, have a break. So our soul energy, the energy that directs us unconsciously, that's moving us towards what we're going to experience this week, and helping us to understand and amplify all that contentment energy around us, and helping us to understand it, is this card, the card of hope. Like that. So having these two together, contentment and hope, our soul, like our auric, I suppose our auric bodies, our soul energy, is directing us towards what we would like in the future. Actually, again, that's been happening to me. It happened to me all day yesterday as I was travelling. I had a big travel day as this in Nullarbor. I was doing a lot of reflecting on how I like to move forward, and what I actually, all the things that I love doing, and want to put more energy into what I love doing rather than what I think I should be doing. And that's what these two cards here reflect, actually. So that's really, really nice. That would be a feeling for the whole week, that we will be experiencing that move towards contentment and move towards what we would like that contentment to look like, to suit us, not what we think life should be like. So that looking at now, what can overrule, or what fear or sensitivity are we managing in order to achieve or to feel that contentment and that hope or that direction that we're heading for. So we've got here, I love this. This is probably one of my favourite cards. This is the wish card, or the I call it the manifestation card, but really it's the card where things turn up. So oftentimes when things are, when we feel content, there is such a fear sometimes that we shouldn't be content, that there's something's going to go wrong, that we sit in edge. And that's what I was talking about here, that you will be constantly brought back to that centre of contentment if you're feeling anxious. I can remember a time when that used to happen to me. I would be feeling fine, feeling good, and then because I was feeling so comfortable, I'd worry all the time that something was going to go wrong. It was like that was long, way back in my teens and 20s. So that sense that something may go wrong, that you're not allowed to feel this content, will be the only overriding factor that your mind will be playing out. So you can just, if you can remember that your natural state this week is meant to be contentment, while you allow yourself to daydream, then that'll hopefully bring you back into the moment. So what is our response to this energy? What's our response to this activity that's going on around us? Our response is to create stability at home, create a nice comfortable space so that we can feel content. So if we've got contentment growing around us, and we've got that sort of daydreamy, I want to head this way energy, then we'll want to create a nice, beautiful, comfortable area around us, a nice stability around us. We want to have a nice, comfortable home or space or somewhere where we feel content and grounded. It's not about feeling safe, it's about feeling grounded and content, and surrounded by the things that love us, people that love us, things that we love, and where we feel that we are in control. So we're going to create a space where we feel we are in control, because we are in control, and that contentment is going to help us understand and remember how much control we actually have in our decision making in our lives. Now, what is our future? I'm going to write about the Hermit actually this week as well, so look out for that in my blog. The Hermit is our future. So lately for me, the Hermit has been meaning that we've had a shift, an understanding shift, and more often than not, our external circumstances and our friends, even though they're close by, they feel far away. So Hermit energy is where we are consolidating the wisdom that we've gained. So our future means all of these things that we're learning here, that we're experiencing this week, and the information and energy that we're welcoming in and learning how much actual control we do have, is going to bring about a sense of peace and contentment. It's an actual energy shift. And while we have that energy shift, we sometimes feel a little bit isolated or alone, but we feel we are actually comfortable in that aloneness. And while it feels a bit weird, it's necessary to have that separated sort of feeling, because while we do that, we can't be having any external influences like contaminating, I suppose, the new information that we're like growing into, or that we've understood. So we can actually have a really good handle on it, and we can walk with confidence in our future. I love this. I'm getting goosebumps. Okay, so the spiritual meaning, the spiritual like soul journey, the depths of these experiences this week. What is it showing us, and what is it clearing, and what is it moving us towards? And we have the Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man is a very challenging, I suppose, card, if you want to call it anything. It can be really sad, and it can be sometimes a violent card. It can be a really frustrating card. The Hanged Man requires patience and self-sacrifice. Now, I really think my feeling around this card is not so much that we are then going to be giving things up, self-sacrificing things, like those, like the things that, well, we're going to have to give up our life or whatever it is, that we sometimes think that we have to do. My feeling, as soon as I saw this card, is that we are going to be letting go of those feelings, that we must sacrifice parts of ourselves in order to either please other people or live a particular life in a particular way. We're going to be letting go of those things that we think we need to hang on to in order to have a great life. Through our personal contentment that we're going to be experiencing, and that daydreaming energy that allows us to imagine a better future, and that we can see hope into the future. It's going to help us understand that we have more control. We need to sit oftentimes in that anxiety that things are not allowed to be this good, because you know what? It's not going to go away. Things are this good. You are in this much control. You do have that power that's within, and that's what all these experiences are going to be about. So I really think that we're going to let go of that humility, or that humble part of us that thinks, or that ego part of us that thinks that we must sacrifice, or that we must give things up in order to have a better life. We must let go of that, that we will be letting go of that transactional mentality that says we must give up this or surrender this in order to have this good life over here. We already have this good life, and this week is going to show us how lovely our life actually is, and the Nine of Cups energy is going to melt away all of that anxiety that says we don't deserve it, because we absolutely do. And that energy that challenges us, that says we must surrender, or we must wait, we must serve time, is all leaving. We're going to understand, because the wisdom of the Hermit is bringing about an understanding that we don't live that way anymore. We now own our power, we now walk our path, we now live our comfort and our contentment, and we have every right to chase our dreams. So I'm saying to you guys, use that energy to go for it. I'm already feeling it, so I can feel that this week is heading me in that direction anyway. I've already started to feel it yesterday. So South Australia is such an amazing place. Energetically, it's really energized me. Psychically, spiritually, it has energized me and brought me back to a place that I have not experienced in a long, long time in such a strong way. Anyway, I'll leave that with you. I will talk to you next week. Have a great week. With love from me to you. I hope everything works out well, and I'll talk to you next week. Goodbye. With love. Right, that was me. It was a little bit, I was very spaced out during that South Australia. I had some really interesting experiences. If you go and have a look at my blog on my website, vickyhaspels.com, I talk about there's 3 different types of experiences that I had. And, when you do this type of work and like you start walking your talk, and that energy becomes a part of your everyday life, it doesn't sort of catch you off guard anymore. But those psychic experiences, and those almost like energetic, really strong connection to the earth and the spirits around us, and the memory of that energy around us, really caught me that time, those couple of weeks that I was in South Australia. There were a couple of places that I went to, and I explained it to you in my blog. Now, Jen says that was beautiful. Thank you so much. I thought I sounded a little bit spacey, but anyway, that was good. Alrighty, so now we're going to do some tarot teacher stuff. I'm happy to do some readings for you, but you're going to have to play along with me. I will answer. If you've got has everyone got their tarot cards? Or if you're not, I'll pick a card for you. Now, I thought that we might have a look at, I'm going to choose a card randomly. And I want you to put in the comments, and I will give you a reading. Here's the Knight of Swords. So I'm going to put that, put that up there. Now, you guys, I want you to comment in the comments what you think the Knight of Swords mean. What is this card telling you intuitively? If you put one word or one sentence in there, and I will read your reading. I will read where you're coming from, and I will show you by reading your reading how you are, how you're connecting to the tarot, how you can use the tarot to work for you in your everyday life, and how you can start building that intimate relationship with the tarot. So start putting some comments. Start showing me. Where are we up to? New comments. Here we go. Oh, how'd you get from SA? I'm so tired. We travelled like more than 1,000 kilometres, I think, in the last couple of days. So there we go. Now let's see. So here we go. Sherry says moving forward. So Sherry, we've got the Knight of Swords card, means moving forward. Absolutely. So in this respect, for you, you're seeing moving forward. The Knight of Swords represents a quick decision. So your energy is ready to, like that, you are already looking for your future. You're looking in that direction. You're already heading in that direction. And because you see moving forward, you will be able to make that decision just like that. You do not have to overthink it. The Knight of Swords energy says that when the opportunity turns up, you are just going to do it. And you're going to do it without worrying about the risks. The Knight of Swords energy is actually really good for like this really strong teenager energy where you take risks and don't think about it. And sometimes taking that risk without thinking about it or overthinking it is the best thing you can do because you're working on instinct. So thank you. Now, Tiana says taking steps forward. So I'm going to read into Tiana. Now she's got taking steps forward, looking at this card here. Knight of Swords. So this is your, because you've written taking steps forward, Tiana, you're a little bit more hesitant. You're taking your time. So the Knight of Swords energy is probably like pushing you, really like, come on. And you're going, oh, I'm just going to go like this, just like this. And so, but however, having said that, you're not digging your heels in, you're just taking your time rather than the Knight of Swords energy pushing you into it. So you just, all you're doing is that before you take the next step, you are just making sure that you're not going to fall down a hole, because the Knight of Swords energy, as I said, it's a risk-taking card. So it's where you make quick decisions. You're like, I'm going to do this without even actually thinking about it. So thanks for playing. Now let's have a look here. A strong inner sense, a strong inner strength, and a man. Okay, Jen, let's have a look at this for you. So we've got the Knight of Swords energy here. I like it. Okay, now I'm going to talk about it for you. I get this really strong spirit energy already. I'm tuning into you. I'm getting the tingles. So the man thing, I really feel is like a guide energy. The man or the masculine is actually guiding you right now. I often think about this as teenage boys, the Knight of Swords, so that masculine energy, that strong inner strength. So because a Knight of so I said Knight of Wands, sorry, Knight of Swords energy to me, like as a teenage boys, or that sort of really not high risk taking, but they don't really think about or overthink the risks about anything. So you've got masculine energy working with you at the moment, and that strong inner strength means that you are drawing on that masculine energy, because normally every day, every other day, you don't feel that confident in your decision making. So you're connecting now to the Knight of Swords energy, and you're drawing on the masculine that says, everything's going to be fine, and that you can, I know as much as we don't like to think it is a man's world, it's a patriarchal society. So thinking, acting and behaving sometimes like a man gets us somewhere, and you're drawing on the energy of what that means to operate in a patriarchal world, where you're just going to do it and not overthink the circumstances because you have confidence that you can do it. But I just get this sense that you're just drawing on that energy for yourself. Thank you for playing. Now, let's see. So commitment to your goals. Thanks, Tiana. That's very good. I think that's exactly where you're going. You're very committed to where you're going. All right, so we've got, sounds about right. Oh, there's Connie. I'm going to show you a reading I did with Connie a little bit later. Connie agreed to come and do a little demonstration reading with me, because I was supposed to have a pre-recorded show and ran out of time. So I thought I'd just jump on live today, but I'm going to play some other meditations. Thank you so much, Connie. Now let's see. Okay. So this is must be one of our other spiritual events directory peoples. Who is this? Just pop in there. Or you can message me who you are. Let's be one of our other spiritual events directory hosts. I'm not sure who it is, but just let me know who you are. Now, all right, so it looks like we're at the end of the reading side of things. Now, because I'm doing some, let's do just a couple more readings. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Michelle's decided to play Going for Your Destiny. All right, so thanks, Michelle. So we were doing, like, for those guys who've joined us a little bit later, we're just doing some exercises and I was holding up the Knight of Swords energy. So Knight of Swords and Michelle has joined in and said Going for Your Destiny. So I'm going to just give you a reading on that, Michelle. Let's have a look. Okay. Now, when I'm tuning into the Knight of Swords energy and going for your destiny for you, this really lights things up. So going for your destiny, the Knight energy for you and destiny means like a quest, that you are actually, you're doing something or heading towards something noble, because that Knight energy, they're chivalrous, they are, they're often they often work well or best when they, because that's their thing, is that they are having to prove themselves all the time, or that they are of service. And so for you, like going for your destiny, using the Knight of Swords energy, I really think I just get like there's a bit of stuckness around that where you are heading for your destiny. I want to look at the Knight of Swords energy again. I've got that, but you are digging your heels in around the direction that you want to head in. I really, you know what I would say, Michelle? I'm going to pull another card for you because I want to see what your destiny is. You're not blocking me, but you're blocking yourself. I'm going to pull one more card to go with that because I want to see. We want to break that bind. The Knight of Swords energy is actually moving you towards that destiny. However, when I look into you, I can't see what that is, and it's not for me to see. It is for you to see. But let's have a look at what I've asked for, a bit of a clue around that. Okay. All right. Oh, so this is why there's a little bit of dragging there, is because there's some past issues that you've either that have affected you once upon a time, or that like that you think that are unresolved right now. So the Knight of Swords energy is actually, think about the sword and the knight chipping through, right? They don't care. The Knight of Swords doesn't care about, what your past has been or anything like that at all. They just want to save you and take you off into the sunset. And, that whole rescuing, but you're not rescuing a damsel in distress. The way that they rescue you, or the way that they're helping you, is helping you see the opportunities that are in front of you. It's not, and the swords that they're using, sorry about the sun being in there. Oh, it's giving me a halo. Oh, that's my aura. So the swords being there is like chopping those old cords from the past. So, Michelle, if you're feeling like you're a bit blocked from your destiny or the way forward for you at the moment, it's simply because your cord cutting for your past is actually taking. That's what the knights are helping with. All right, let's see. Now, who is? All right, so whoever this is, I'm going to do this for you. I'm not sure who you are. I know you're one of the other spiritual event directory hosts, but this is for all spiritual events directory hosts and people who are working on this Facebook page. This is for you. Work going ahead. So I'm pulling two cards for you, one of where you're at and one where you're heading. So we always need to know. So this tells me that you've got all the options available to you at the moment. Everything is moving forward. However, so that's overwhelming. That means that you really don't have a lot of direction. There's no goals, there's no aspirations or nothing to sort of tether yourself to. So what's going to be helpful for you is that every time you try and do something that you think you should be doing, it's going to go wrong. So basically what you're doing is those 100 things that go wrong are the things that not to do, because your soul is sort of directing you about the way to go. The more you push yourself, look at my aura. Sorry, the more you push yourself towards things that you think you should be doing, the more you're going to hit brick walls, hit brick walls, hit brick walls. However, they're not big brick walls. They're just 5 of Wands energy brick walls. So follow your soul. And it's usually the thing that, no, I can't really do that. That's too scary, blah, 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 all those sorts of things. So I would say to you, this is from Vicki, is that you've got nothing bothering you anymore. You've got freedom. And that's just sometimes having all of that freedom can be the scariest thing. More often than not, because we're heading in one direction, we think, oh, that's really easy to focus. But when we've got the whole world and the whole freedom in front of us and nothing to focus on, that is like, makes your mind go, mind blowing, even though we crave freedom. So your soul is going to help you navigate that freedom by saying, don't go here, because that you hit brick wall, hit brick wall, hit brick wall. So, but let me just tune in for you. Let's see. I really see your work opening up big. Okay. So it's like a not an explosion, it's like from the heart. So working from the heart. There is something that you probably have been doing and doing really, really well for a long time, or think that this is where you should go because this makes the most sense to you. But there is something about, you can do that same thing, but you're adding what's in your heart to that passion, and that's going to help you move forward. So it'll be being a little bit more authentic and open about what your belief system is and adding it to your modality. Okay, alrighty. So we've got some more people here jumping in. Let's see. We're going to do some. Let's see here. That's, and there's Amanda. All right. Sorry, I'm looking at your comments there. We've got Sarah from New Zealand. Sorry, I'm a bit, what do you call it? Tired because I've been traveling all day. It's 4 o'clock here in WA, and I just really feel like I've got jet lag. I've been here for about maybe 4 or 5 days now and still catching up. All right, so may I have a card? Yes. I'm going to do another game. We're going to do another exercise. I really want you to participate. I'm going to do a reading from your reading. All right, so this is for you, Sarah. Now, we've got this card here. I'm going to do, I'm going to just do one more reading for everybody, for Sarah, and then we're going to play back and forth because my energy is a bit low because I'm tired from traveling all day, and I need to have some participation in order to build the energy. So we can have some really good readings going. And I've got this beautiful aura happening. Look at that. Look at my aura. Okay, sorry, I'm a bit punch drunk. All right, where are we? Sorry, what do you call it? Overtired. That was an awful word, punch drunk. Slash that. Delete that. So Sarah, this is for you. You're all looking for stability in work, okay? So I really think that either work's feeling really boring for you because I'm getting a sort of a bored vibe here, but more so like you want something that's more suitable for you and also long term. So work is like a really big focus right now. So I'm thinking that of all the things that are happening in your life right now, you're not actually thinking about work, but your soul is saying to me, sort out the work stuff first and feel comfortable there, and the rest of it will then start taking care of itself. There's my aura with that. All right, so I'm going to stop doing that. All right, I'm going to choose another card. We're all going to play. We're all going to play. If you want a reading, I'm going to choose a card and hold it up, and I want you in the comments to come on board and tell me what you think or what intuitively that you're getting from this card. Give me one word or one sentence or one phrase. I don't need an essay. And then pop it in the comments, and I will do an interpretation for you based on what you've interpreted. I'll interpret your interpretation. This is how, and I'm showing you, this is how we build an intimate relationship with our deck of cards. A deck of cards has generic archetypal meanings. In order for you to add yourself to your deck and build your intimate relationship with your deck, is to use them to see how your everyday goes and start your own diary, start your own journal, and start seeing how you are interacting with your cards and what they mean to you. Oh, we got the Lovers. Look at this. All right, so I'm going to hold the Lovers card up. I'm going to hold that really close so that you can see it. So I want you to read it intuitively. Pop some. I'll take the Sarah off there. So pop some thoughts, read it intuitively. Look at all the different elements. We've got 3 women there. We've got and look at the type of women that they are. Look at what is that boy doing? What colors are attracting you? What is it What is this card? It could even be just the words, the lovers. It could be the colors. What colors are speaking to you? Pop all that, any of that information, whatever it is that's speaking to you, whatever is the first thing you see, pop it in there and I'll do a reading for you. Okay, so we've got Jeff has said new love. Oh, Jeff, Annette. So it could be Annette that's talking to me as well. So I'm going to hold this up here and do readings as you put the comments. So please comment with what you think, either one word or one phrase, no essays. And I'm going to tune into what that means. So the lovers and new love. So for Jeff and Annette, I'm wondering whether it's Jeff or Annette, there is that the new love comes from the fact, like, I really like, there's like a real softness around you. There's a real sort of really like wavy, it's not passion, it's just like that really falling in and feeling comfortable with oneself. So the lovers card and the new love that you're feeling around you is probably more that you're feeling much more comfortable within yourself rather than any new love coming in. And you are, because you're feeling very comfortable with who you are or comfortable within yourself, because I'm getting a real dreamy feeling. If you're not feeling it, you're going to be falling into it, because I can feel you falling into it. This tells me that your passion and the direction that you're heading in is going to start capturing your attention. That the lovers represents choice, and so once, because you're in this really lovely space, your opportunities are going to start showing themselves to you, and you're going to go, oh, I actually can do that. And then you're going to go, oh, what if I make the wrong decision? So the lovers card is actually helping you scare you a little bit, and then it's also asking you to take notice about actually what do you want, what are your aspirations, where are your choices taking you, and it's simply because you are in such a comfy space that you have the time and the mind space to actually take notice of that for you at the moment. So thank you for playing. I really love that. Let's see, we'll take that one off there, and we've got Kylie says Gemini card. Not very good with let me just tune into Gemini. So Gemini would have been better for the Knight of Swords energy. So I'm going to go with that. Gemini and lovers. All right. So quick decisions around choices, quick decisions around love for you. So you, whenever somebody turns up in your life, when it is a lover, you know straight away who that is and what you're going to do, so, like how you're going to move forward with that. Sometimes you don't second guess yourself. However, down the track, when things start to go a bit pear-shaped, you start to go backwards and say, oh, should have, shouldn't have, shouldn't have. No, you're very good at making those decisions, and your intuition is spot on all the time. So thank you, Kylie. Well done. Okay. Now, Lisa says, I always look for 3 of Swords in relation to this card for cheating relationship, or 2 of Cups for a good match. So Lisa, let's have a look. The 3, well, there's definitely the 3 there. 2 of Cups for a good match. I see 1 cup and I see 3 people. So I'm going to use what you've given me here for you. Okay. So yes, you like to use combinations of cards. I love that. Well, let's look at the 3 of Swords. So 3 of Swords with this card here, choices around love or choices around your passion or the direction that you're heading in. And in relation to 3 of Swords, with the, in relation to the Lovers card, I'm going to interpret it for you as in you've said that means for cheating in a relationship, that the 3 the strength of the person that you're reading for, whether this is for you, Lisa, or somebody that you know, the strength of these 3 women combined, the 3, means that they're strong enough to manage either heartbreak or that they've grown through heartbreak. These 3 strong women are separate at the moment, but that 3 of Swords energy actually brings them together. Now we've got the 2 of Cups for a good match. I have 1 cup here, so that means that good match is on its way, and the Lovers card is going to help them choose the right love rather than falling for passion or falling for something that looks tasty. You're going to make a good match, as you said. 2 of Cups is going to make a good match. So lovely. Thank you, Lisa. Okay. Oh, lovely. A gifting. Thanks, Connie. Oh, where are we? I'll put this. Oh, I did that all the time. Here we go. So we've got the me, my mum, and my daughter. Very nice. And a gifting. I'm going to go again with the wisdom. Myself, my mother, and my daughter, of the feminine wisdom that goes with this. And the offering of a gift means that they are honoring the women in your family. So, Connie, you really honor the women in your family, and the men that you have with you must honor the women in your family, or the men around you must honor the women in your family in order for you to feel whole, and that for you to feel that you don't have to have them honor you for you to feel whole. Sorry, that you accept nothing less, and so you're actually understanding that at the moment, that the men around you, or anyone actually around you, to show you that proper respect, because the three wisdom, the three faces of the feminine is coming together. So thank you. Now, so we've got Jen says, feeling shame. The lady is hiding her body with a thin veil and she's vulnerable. Oh, I do this all the time, so I keep putting it back. It's such a habit. All right, I'm going to just remember it in my mind. Okay. I'm going to tune into you, Jen, with that. So you're focusing on the middle card. So it's such a habit. I keep putting it back on the deck because I'm going to shuffle it again. You're focusing on the card that represents passion and vulnerability. And so she's always offering up herself as she's Aphrodite, the goddess of love, goddess of passion. And so it's in her nature to be that extroverted, to be that open. And she has no shame in her body, and she has no shame in showing her body. You're seeing the opposite of what Aphrodite actually represents. And she represents passion, and she's actually inviting passion in. So your interpretation of that reference is, at the moment, you're comfortable with your intelligence, you're comfortable with your power, but there's a discomfort around your sexuality and how you see yourself. It's not about sex, and it's not about being overt and things like that, but more so your vulnerability as a woman, and what that represents, and how people interpret that around you, and how you're feeling when you are. So your vulnerability in your sexuality, or more so how you feel as a woman, is affecting you right now, because you've got intelligence and you've got power surrounding you, and they are actually protecting that vulnerability. So you can draw on that to release the feeling that you are unprotected, or that there's something coming to get you. Look, I went to put it away again. Okay, thank you. I'm sorry if my readings are a little bit off this afternoon. I'm very tired. Just traveled 600 kilometres. All right, so Amanda says family. Let's see. Ooh, Amanda says family, yes. So we're looking at lovers and family. Getting a drink of water. Yay. Okay, sorry, I'm with you, Amanda. Family. Thanks. This is my cup of tea. Oh, you're the best. Thanks. It's going to wake me up. All right, family. So lovers and family, we're just getting those two together. So this is that gathering. Okay, so we've got all those women together and the male together. We've got the all that sort of conversation going on there. There's mixture. There's all different voices going on around you. So the lovers represents all that intermingling. So for you at the moment, Amanda, I'm getting that sense when it comes to family and the lovers card that it's a little bit jangled with all of the people around you, that you love them. However, it's sort of creating a bit of discord in your energy, and it's not for any other reason other than you need like a bit of peace and quiet to get your thoughts together. And so therefore, this card here is like providing a protective shield around you. So family not only can sometimes provide that discord, but it provides that protective shield around yourself, because as soon as I see you, become like in that sort of like a beautiful little bubble of quiet is also the family around you protecting you. So you can go in and out of particular family members or people that you consider your family to have a safe haven and then step out again into that loudness. Now, I'm just going to have a quick drink, a cup of tea. Oh, that's good. All righty. All right. So I need to get some energy going. All right. All right. So let's, I might just do some more readings. I just want to do this one. Forbidden love. I like that. I just put it away, did I? Bloody hell. All right. I'm with you guys. Forbidden love. I want to do that one first because I love that one. Forbidden love. It's really the story of the lover's card in my deck. Mystic Tarot is about forbidden love. This guy, the teenager in the story, has to choose from the beauty contest from those three ladies who he thinks is the winner of the beauty contest. And so they represent different aspects of the feminine or even the masculine, just people like intellect, power, and sexuality or sensuality or passion. And so therefore making that choice at that age is very difficult because we're driven by those desires that don't quite always help us make the right decisions. So when it comes to forbidden love and the lovers, that's really a great mix, simply because that I really think, Diane, that you love to follow something that's you like to take something all the way to the end. You don't do anything that's like forbidden love, as in like go and take risks or anything like that, but you follow your passion all the way to the end. And so, and you don't mind or don't care whether that crashes and burns at the end because you enjoy the ride the whole way. And I love it. Lovers are all about choices. And sometimes we worry about the choices that we're making. Sometimes we overthink it. Oh, which way should we go? Sometimes we just jump right in without actually listening to what our intuition is telling us. We're just using our hormones. But forbidden love, I love this for you, is that you just jump and take it off, and off you go. Take it all the way to the end. No regrets. Love it. Okay, let's do some readings. Right. Okay, cool. All right, I was going to show you some more videos, but I'm going to do some readings because we're coming towards the end, and I'll save those for my next show. All right. Heidi says, I would love to have a message, please. Yes. I would love to give you a message, Heidi. I'll do another couple of readings. Actually, I might do a jump the queue thing. If anyone wants to come on board and join me, just copy and paste this in your browser. I'm just popping it in the comments. You can copy and paste it in the browser. You can join me. Just for the last couple of minutes, it says StreamYard. Alrighty, this is for Heidi. Oh, how many times has the star card came up? Now, the star card came up in the weekly forecast as well. It's about dreaming. It's about daydreaming. It's about now it's time, right? It's not so much that daydreams are not bad. Like at the moment, daydreams I think are really, really good, especially with the full moon energy, right? So letting go of the old ways of doing things, the old ways of being, and the star energy is actually helping us recognize what we'd love to do. So it's the beginning of that thing. I said, you know what? I've always wanted to do this. I wonder what that would feel like if I did that. And so the star allows us to daydream and fall into it. So Heidi, the star is saying to you, just fall into it, allow yourself to imagine it all the way to the end, and allow your heart to decide for you whether that's something that's possible for you or not. Because not all things are possible, but sometimes some sometimes some elements of that are correct, and you can incorporate like write down the elements that work for you, and then eventually a picture will start to form. But the star is the beginning of that picture. So allow yourself to go on and do that. So thank you. Oh, we've got Sarah joining me. Cool. Let's do it. Jump the queue. Sarah, I'm going to bring you on board. Welcome. Hello.
Hello.
Thanks for joining me.
Thank you.
So do you have a question for me?
I would just like a general message on what I need to know this week and focus on.
All right. So just you've seen how doughy I don't like where I am at the moment. So it'll be very general for you. So I'm going to tune into your energy. So I've just traveled like forever today, so just bear with me. All righty. Okay, So here we go. I've got you. This is like, I've got this sort of, it's not snake energy, but it's winding energy. Your you do it like your pathway is not always clear, but it's not always direct, but it's there's nothing hindering you. So there'll be some checkpoints along the way. You are free to move forward, but that windiness appears to you as if you're constantly blocked. You're not. It's just that when you come to a sort of a juxtaposition, it's actually just, oh, you just have to go left or right, and then you're off again. So, but those are places where you do stop, allows you to stop and think and make a decision about the next direction that you want to head in. It gives you time to be mindful about where you're at and where you're heading. But I like this probably for work for you with this rather than anything else, is that like, and I'm talking about following your passion rather than actual work. And your work could be following your passion, but this is really all about following your heart right now. And so the pathway to the end is clear. It's a little bit windy. And so, but whenever it stops, it's not actually stopping. It's just it's like you're going through a bit of a maze. So we've got here financial stability. So your passion is moving you towards that financial stability, or feeling stable in the world, that you can actually support yourself and be able to stand on your own 2 feet. Love it. Follow it. No worries.
Thank you, Vicki.
Thanks for joining me. Bye. Okay, so now we've got Connie. Connie's going to come on board. Hey, Connie, you came yesterday. Thank you so much. I'm good.
No,
I'm glad you came. So we're going to do a reading for you. All right.
Yep.
Do you have a question? So do you have a question? I
kind of do.
From yesterday.
I was just trying to see if my relationship's getting stronger with my partner.
Okay. Let me tune into your energy first. So we're going for time. Good. Okay. Your relationship with you is getting stronger. The relationship.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had a bug on me there.
That's all right.
Okay. So, yeah, your relationship with you is getting stronger. It feels weird if you're in a relationship when you're getting stronger, because it feels like you're moving away from that person, right? You're not. The gap that's happening here is that allows that wisdom of your strengths to incorporate into your everyday life, and then you can move forward. If your partner reacts to that change or that sort of gap, then you can say to them, look, I'm just having a bit of a growth spurt. If they act out, then you just say, grow up, pretty much.
Yep.
You're either with me or you're not. Sorry, I'm doing some kick-ass stuff here, right?
Yep, you are.
My guides lately, can I just say, guys, my guides lately are just very kick-ass, and I'm really apologise when they come in and I'm doing some readings like this, that they do come through really, really strong. So, but
no, I prefer that. I totally prefer that, because then I'm getting it straight to me.
Support or not, but you're strong and you're incorporating that strength into your everyday life. So there you go. I'm going to leave that with you. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so here we are. We're coming to an end. I think I've got 3 minutes left on my spot. Let's see. Now, just quickly, wanting to know where I should start my spiritual journey. You start with you. Feeling I need to get into start healing myself. Well, yes, absolutely, Ashley. Healing yourself is working in the spiritual field is definitely a great way of healing yourself, but the way you should start is with you, self-awareness. I would say, rather than looking at the cards here, I'm going to talk to you as a tarot teacher, as a spiritual coach, as a mentor, having done it myself. You start with what you love. And when you do what you love, like you might love Reiki, go and learn Reiki, or hang out with people who are Reiki people, go and get some more healings. You might love tarot, go and learn the tarot, start reading the tarot, start becoming a tarot practitioner, immerse yourself in it. Whatever captures your attention, don't worry about what's going to make money or what's going to be the best, blah, blah, blah. It's what you love. It's where your heart shows you, directs you, is the first step. It doesn't mean that you're going to be doing it forever. All it means is that you're taking that first step and you're honouring the feelings that go with it, and that's the thing that's going to help you move along. All right there. All right, and one more, just quickly, and I've got to go. Will this career meeting for a new role next Friday be successful? Or carrier, don't do yes or no, but I'm going to pull a card. Or, okay. The devil's not fabulous, but I'll be going in there. I'd be saying go in there well prepared with all the information that you need. It's more so that I really think that the meeting will be a little bit more playful than you're expecting, but don't go in too playful yourself. That devil represents like a little bit of uncertainty, playfulness, shame, all those sorts of things, and feeling like you're going to be tricked, right? So I don't think that you're going to be tricked. I really think that the people that are working with you are, or that you'll be working with, you might find that they're a little bit weird, you know. So you get to be the person to make up your mind about what you want to do. Okay, I've got to go. Sorry about that. I'll see you on Sunday. Let's do some real readings, and I'll be nice and rested. Okay, bye. With love.